Temperance. Most people hear this and think, boring, no fun, grim self-denial. But that's not what the Stoics meant. They saw temperance as something practical and liberating. So, what is it? It's having the right relationship with pleasure and desire, not eliminating them, but understanding them, not being controlled by them, being free. Think about desire. You want something: food, money, recognition, comfort. Desire can motivate you, but it can also enslave you. You chase endlessly, never satisfied, always needing more. The Stoics saw this everywhere. People with wealth, power, pleasure, still miserable. Why? Because they couldn't control their desires, always wanting more, fearing loss, never at peace. That's not freedom. That's imprisonment. Epictetus taught, look at what you desire. Is it under your control? If you crave approval, wealth, health, long life, things outside your control, you invite anxiety and disappointment. But if you desire only what you control, your character, choices, virtue, you can always get what you want. That's temperance. That's freedom. The Stoics weren't against pleasure. Marcus Aurelius enjoyed good food. Seneca had wealth. They weren't preaching misery. They simply knew pleasure is fine as long as you're not enslaved to it. Enjoy the meal, but if not getting it ruins your day, that's a problem. Temperance means appreciating pleasure without clinging to it. You're okay when it's absent. You're free. A practical test. You like an evening drink. Fine. But can you skip it for a week without distress? If not, the drink controls you. The temperate person asks, do I control this, or does it control me? Can I say no? Can I moderate? Desires multiply. You want one thing, get it, then want another. It never ends. That's why the rich chase more wealth, the famous crave more fame. Seneca said, it's not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. You could have everything and feel poor if you always want more, or have little and feel rich if you're content. Temperance is knowing when enough is enough. It's not just about desires, it's about emotions too. Anger? Natural. But do you indulge it, or observe and let it pass? The temperate person feels emotions, but isn't ruled by them. Someone insults you, you feel anger. Then pause. You choose your response. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, is it the thing that bothers me, or my judgment about it? Usually it's judgment. Events are neutral. Reactions create suffering. Temperance moderates those reactions. Temperance means balance. The Stoics weren't extreme. Humans need rest, play, pleasure, but in moderation. Life is like tuning an instrument. Too tight and it breaks. Too loose and it won't play. Modern life? People swing between extremes, work obsessively, then crash, diet fanatically, then binge. That's not temperance. The temperate person maintains a steady course, works hard but not compulsively, enjoys food without excess, finds the middle way. Epictetus advised, when you see a beautiful object, a house, a car, say, it's beautiful, not, I must have it. Appreciate, then move on. Another Stoic practice, voluntary simplicity. Seneca would sleep on a hard bed, eat plain food, not as punishment, but training, to prove he could be happy with little. When you know you can thrive without luxury, you're free from fear of losing it. Temperance applies to ambition too. Ambition isn't bad, but unchecked ambition that sacrifices health, relationships, integrity, that's intemperate. The temperate person has goals, but holds them lightly, works toward them, but isn't destroyed if they fail. Marcus Aurelius was emperor, ultimate success, but stayed focused on virtue, not power. How to develop temperance? Start by noticing desires. What do you crave? Observe without judgment. Ask, does this serve me, or do I serve it? Practice saying no sometimes, not as punishment, but exercise. Skip dessert. Turn off your phone. Sit with boredom. These small acts build self-control. Here's the paradox. When you're temperate, you enjoy things more. Food tastes better when you're not compulsive. Rest feels sweeter after effort. Pleasure is richer when you're not dependent on it. Most people are slaves, not to others, but to their own cravings and impulses. They think they're free, but they're pulled around by every desire and emotion. Temperance is liberation, freedom to choose, to enjoy without being controlled, to desire without desperation, to feel without being ruled by feeling. It's being in charge of yourself. And that, my friends, is what the Stoics meant by temperance. Freedom from the inside out.